What does it mean to carry one another's burdens? See, Paul writes these words in his letter to the Galatian church. In Galatians chapter 6, he says this, "Carry each other's burdens, and in this way you will fulfill the law of Christ." See, this series that we're in about one another is so important because we can't afford to do life in isolation. It's just too risky. But if we are in true community with one another, then we'll get to experience the fun and all the good times, but it's inevitable that we'll share the bad times as well. See, to fulfill the challenge that Paul is asking of us, we need to shoulder the weight of someone's pain and their hurt. See, you might have experienced this weight that is being talked about. Maybe it's weight that you've put on yourself. It's a mistake that you made. It's some sin in your life. But maybe it's been put on you. Could be the mistakes and hurt that someone has caused you. And if you've experienced that hurt, then maybe you know the freedom, that burden, when that burden is lifted. But in this verse, we're being asked to do the heavy lifting, to provide the relief and freedom for somebody else. See, I believe that your pain in the past will actually enable you to help others in the present. But in order to do this, we have to make a choice. Will we choose pride or will we choose humility? See, Scripture says that God opposes the proud and gives grace to the humble. See, if we choose to be people first, if we choose humility, we are fulfilling the law of Christ. Now, what does that mean? What does it mean to fulfill the law of Christ? I think it simply means to live out what Jesus considers to be the greatest commandment. He says, love God and love people. So what does it look like to love people? I think it means help carry the weight. Help shoulder the burden that many people around you are lugging around. And when we do that, we look a lot like Jesus.